All right, we are live. Uh, hey everyone, thank you so much for your patience while Skye and I work through some technical difficulties. Good morning. We've got something special this morning. I'm joined by someone I've had the privilege of working alongside at Compass, where he served as the national head of coaching. He's the founder of the wildly popular 6 AMers. You know, and currently the owner of With Heart Coaching. He's dedicated a career to helping top agents build the businesses they're truly proud of. And I'll just say this, there's some really big, exciting news coming up for Skye that we can't share yet, but you're going to want to be in his world. He's also going to be on stage at our April 29th Boston Market Maker. If you're in New England and you can make the trip 9 to 1, Skye's going to be on stage. And I'm just, above all, dude, you're a buddy of mine, and I love you. And I'm excited to pour into this crowd today. So for anyone who doesn't know who you are, Skye,
Yeah.
Give us 30 seconds of who you are. And
Well, Todd, I feel the same way. Not to bore anyone, but I'm beyond excited about the Boston Market Maker event. It's going to be incredible. And to answer your question, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Skye Michiels. First and foremost, I'm a dad. I have two amazing kids. It's my primary job in this world that I run and that I'm proud of. But more importantly, I am someone who's been in the real estate profession for almost 25 years now. And I believe that we as realtors and professionals are in this pivotal time frame and moment where we have to understand that we are being overwhelmed with information, with messaging, with news, with negativity. And there's never been a more important time for us to engage our humanity and expand upon that and everything we're doing as business professionals. So that's sort of what I stand for, what I'm passionate about, and what I sort of bring to this coaching world and this business world of real estate.
and you and I talk to agents every week, and
Yeah.
the agents we talk to, they say they're relationship based, but their business is inconsistent.
Yep.
What's the real difference, Skye, between an agent that's built their business by referral
Yeah.
and
The biggest difference is the agents that really build their businesses by referral ignore results. I know this might sound ironic, but the ones that are truly repeat referral machines are the ones that have a system and a process that they run, and they are so incredibly consistent with it. And that system and process engages in these relationships, and it's also extremely simplistic. So most people that say they're repeat and referral, they say that because their business is repeat and referral, but they don't purposely generate repeat and referral business. That just happens almost naturally because of their big personality or how skilled they were in the process. To be truly a repeat and referral agent, you actually need to have a system and a process that you're running every single day and deepening relationships, creating more value, and creating conversations with people that matter to you. That's how you generate this repeat and referral. And when I say you need to ignore results, the reality is when you run a repeat referral business model, the actions you take today do not give you a paycheck today. They actually give you a paycheck 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years from now. But the reality is you have to take those actions irrelevant of having that immediate gratification or immediate result.
I love that. We talk about living life by design versus by default. And that's what I'm hearing
Sorry.
the difference here is by default, a lot of us are naturally in relationship with
Yep.
both, right? And we find that our business is happening by default. But what you're talking about is the top agents who have really built a predictable business by design is they're purposeful. They've got a system. So talk to us about that system.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, get into the nuts and bolts of
Yeah.
it. Like, what are agents doing?
The, the two things the first part I'll talk about is just the mindset, right? Your mindset as an agent every single day, especially in the morning, is to tell yourself, what can I do today to create value, create conversations, and deepen relationships? And by the way, a lot of these things that we talk about have nothing to do with real estate, right? And I think that's the thing, we get bogged down with, like, I need to create the perfect market report, or I need to design the perfect flyer about, my open house. And the reality is, all we actually have to do is help someone create conversations, and then make them, this is the key, Todd, they need to feel like they matter to us. And that has to be genuine, by the way, as well. It can't be like a fake matter, right? They actually have to feel that. And if you, as an agent, wake up in the morning and you actually spend a little, and by the way, this is not hours of time you need to do this, 15 to 20 to 30 minutes a day, but it has to be early in the morning before you start your craziness, and you invest in this. The ironic thing, it actually all comes full circle back to you, and you actually feel amazing. So that's the first part, is we got to have that right mindset that I'm going to wake up today, I'm going to ignore my email, my text, my social media, and all this other distractions. And I'm going to invest in making someone, creating value, making someone create a conversation, and make someone feel like they matter to me. Then the next part is really about tactics and skills. And the first thing is, agents won't love hearing this, but it's CRM, right? I need to be able to wake up and understand who the people in my life are that matter to me. And I coach to this, but the most simplistic way to organize your CRM is with love the people I love, B, the people I like, and C, the people I don't know or don't care. And what this does, it allows us to not worry about what people are going to do or what they have done. And it allows us to focus how we feel about people. And from there, we can then align the actual tactics and actions designed into each group. Because the way I'm going to treat the people I don't know is very different from the way I'm going to treat the people that I love or the people I like, right? And so it's a combination of skill and mindset that we need to sort of merge together. But the reality is, there's never been a more important time for agents to be working in this type of business, because the reality is, these big tech companies that we all know, right? Zillow, Compass, Redfin, et cetera, all these companies are really sort of scooping up the non-represented or the non-buyer and seller who don't have that relationship. Because what are they doing? They're going on their phone and clicking get more info on Zillow.
Right. In absence of a relationship, in absence of feeling like an agent cares about you, you're going to
Yep.
either seek another friend to give you a referral, or you're going to go to one of these portals.
Exactly.
And
Convenience, right? It's convenience. And what they're all preying on is our addiction to convenience and instant gratification, right? And that's, I think, this issue we have is that we've stopped, especially since COVID, we've actually have stopped having conversations with people, right? We stopped talking
a
to them.
former coach of mine always said, the relationship is the conversation. And that was
That's
a
it.
really big mindset shift for me. Was like, oh, I can't be in relationship with someone and just like
Yeah.
their stuff on Facebook or send them a newsletter. I've actually got to learn about family, occupation, their dreams,
That's right.
the things that actually matter to them, and then respond when a need comes up. That's so,
right.
so good, Skye. So when you think about, so what I heard you say is the top referral agents are time blocking this effort, right? So they're not, it's again by design. So every day they're carving out, not all day, but some amount of time. And then they're purposefully interacting with the people that they've organized as
That's right.
important relationships that they want to develop. That's huge. What are some of the touch points most agents skip?
Yeah.
That
So
top agents never do.
yeah. So when you think about outreach or marketing, we want to think about two categories. The first category is one to many, right? So where I'm reaching out one to many people. And then the other category is one to one. And the reality is, you need both in your marketing, because you need to be able to reach out to many people at once with value, with great messaging, with things that matter, et cetera, especially hyper local content, things that people will resonate with. But it's really critical that we do this one-to-one work as well, right? And so the most common, I'll start on the one-to-one. I advocate for each year all the people that you love and that you like, the AB, go back to the system. There are 4 touch points that every one of them should get. The first one is a birthday message. And when I say birthday message, this is not an automated email. By the way, this is a text message, a voice memo, a video, a gift, a card. It is not automated, right? If I get automated birthday messages, and that person emails me one time a year. So you know how your email you can see, and I see it's the same freaking email every year, right? So do not automate your one-to-one outreach to your loves and your likes, right? So birthday message number 1. Number 2 is home sale anniversary. We want to adopt the mindset that we're financial advisors. On their home sale anniversary, we are actually going to reach out to them about the value of their home, to actually revisit and remind them about all the great things that happened 3, 4, 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? That they can still celebrate. And it gives us such a natural, incredible touch point in that moment to reach out to people.
I love that. I want to underscore
Yeah.
that you are positioning yourself with the reaching out on their home anniversary, offering them insights into what's going on in their market. That is positioning yourself as a valuable resource.
That's right.
Love that.
And the other thing, you want to make sure you're ahead of the sales. My favorite listing appointment was the one a year before they listed. And if they know every year you're going to be reaching out to them, contacting them, hey, here's what's happened in your neighborhood. It looks like you've appreciated 30% in the last 3 years. Like, that's awesome. Whatever your messaging is, but it gives us this amazing opportunity to be a real professional, provide real great data and value information about their property, right? Or maybe you pull up their home inspection report. This might sound crazy, but this is actually real service. And you say, hey, that water heater when you bought was 7 years old. You may want to debate budgeting for a replacement because of the fact, water heaters last 10 to 12 years. If it's not leaking, you don't need to do it, but I want to just call that out, right? I mean, imagine a world where realtors showed up in their clients' lives in this manner, right? It's like mind-blowing what we could do.
But a lot of us were spoiled by a market where business was falling in our lap, right?
Yep.
This is not falling in our lap. And so I think what you're talking about here is making deposits of value.
That's right. It's right.
Deposits of value. It's really making deposits of value without an ask in return.
Yep.
And usually it takes 6 or 7 deposits of value before you can make an ask, right? It's like it's taking a withdrawal on a bank account without putting any money in there.
That's right. Exactly.
Why are you calling me to ask for a referral when you haven't really done anything for me?
Exactly.
About is happy birthday, the anniversary, the just thinking about you, the nurturing the relationship, like that tees you up nicely to say, who do you know?
Exactly.
Like, are the top producers asking for referrals?
So my favorite answer to this question is yes, but they're maybe not asking in a way that feels creepy or slimy or salesy. So my favorite thing to do is to ask, who do you know? So for example, I'll hold a home buyer seminar or happy hour, right? And my reach to my sphere, my A's and my B's, is to invite them, but then say, hey, who do you know that could benefit from this? So it's a way of asking for the referral or just reminding them that I work by referral in the regards of, I'm not like saying, hey, can you send me business? It's saying, hey, I'm providing a value. If you know someone that would benefit from this, A, feel free to invite them, or B, make the connection. And I would love to invite them,
That's so good.
Yeah. Another example would be sharing, like, let's say you share a really good vendor list. And you could say, if you know anyone else that would benefit from this information, feel free to pass it along. So what you're doing is you're creating conditional behavior with your people of sharing you and your expertise with the people that they know. So my goal as a realtor was to create 3 or 4 or 500 people in the marketplace every day that potentially could talk about me as a realtor. And that generated that repeat referral. Because the reality of for a lot of people right now, home ownership, years of ownership are getting longer and longer, especially with interest rates and whatever the factors are. And people are buying homes much later in life comparatively. So therefore they're owning it longer. So we really need to dive into that referral aspect as we're building our business. So when you think about again on this like one-to-one outreach, the other two touch points I recommend, one is called a reverse social media. So once a year I go into my clients social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and I all I do is scroll back and I see what's happened in their life, right, once a year. And maybe they had a baby, maybe they got a new job, maybe their kids graduated, maybe, right, there was a life situation that happened, and now I can reach out and talk to them about it, or I just know about it and I can make sure I make a note in my CRM, hey, the kids graduated, make sure I send the congrats card to them. And graduations are a trigger for selling a home. Downsizing, births are a trigger for selling a home. Death, unfortunately, right? You get the idea. And in these situations, you're not reaching out saying, hey, I see your kids graduated. Are you selling your house? You're just reaching out and saying, hey, congratulations. I remember when the kids were running around the backyard, the first time you bought this house, like hope everything's great. They know you sell real estate. If they're thinking of selling, they're gonna be like, oh my God, thank you so much. By the way. And those 3 words are the magic words, by the way. That's where they insert they appreciate the acknowledgement and then they insert that business ask. And that's what you're after.
That's so good. So what I heard you say is like, you don't have to know everything about the people in your brain, right? That's why you have CRM, and now we've got this incredible tool that is social media, where we can go and Facebook stalk them, figure out, remember what their kids' names are, their dogs' names, whatever big life events they're having. And then the key is, what I heard you say is you take it off of that platform and you find a different way to re-engage, whether it's text or a phone call or a video message, or a handwritten card.
Yeah, or a gift. One of my favorite tactics, Todd, is Amazon. Right. So one of my clients, just her kid got into a college. So I literally went on Amazon the next day. She had like a hat and a shirt from that college. Right. So it's like these little touches that go so far. And what it says is you matter to me. That's what it says. And that's what we're after. So that's the one. The other one-to-one I would recommend is once a year, send a handwritten note. Thank you. I'm thinking of you. I saw this, whatever it might be. Here's a coupon, something through the mail. And the reason why this is so critical is that email is becoming harder and harder to market with and to create connection with because of the spam rules and promotional folders. So we need to get off of email and into communication in different ways. So that's one-to-one. On the one-to-many, my favorite thing and what most top producers do is actually events. The reason I love events is it gives you that opportunity to reach out to people one-to-many about something of value that you provide. And what the events, we could give you a list of 100 event ideas. And the reality is you want to do an event that is natural to you, that means a lot to you. And I would recommend that is very low stress as well. You can do big ones and expensive ones. That's great. But a lot of the events we can do are free, right? We can go for a walk and invite our clients. We could take a yoga class and let people know, hey, if you want to join me, let me know, right? So a lot of the times we use this word events and it's big, but we can actually really practice this micro and small events in a very high level as well.
Yeah, we can look at those A's and B's and VIPs in our database.
Yeah.
What is the demographic?
Yep.
In my database.
Exactly.
Do they want to go to a bar at night, or do they have kids, or do they have pets? What in my city or my town can I show off to them?
That's right.
And what environment would I be comfortable in, so I'm not putting myself in the event situation? We've had so much success with events, whether it's apple picking, a night at the movies, a dog park crawl, boat cruise. There's so many ways that you can kind of provide value for your clients, and that's all you're doing is. And then
That's
what's
right.
so cool about events that's really been an aha for us after having the event is the amount of touches that have to happen, the amount of content that's created from those events, whether it's sending the invites out. Like people don't even come to the events and you're still inviting them. So it's still
Yep.
meaningful for them to be thought of. And then they get FOMO when they see the selfie pics,
That's right.
Um,
Yeah.
That's gold, Skye. I can't
Yeah.
talk about how events have impacted our business and our relationships with our community.
That's right.
Community building effort, not just business building.
Yep. Exactly. So
Skye, this is exactly why I want everyone who's watching this to be in the room on April 29th. Right, we're about 3 weeks away. You're going to be on stage with Matt Spangler, the former chief marketing officer for Compass. What are you guys going to be talking about on there?
It's actually a topic that I'm so passionate about because I think agents right now are being bombarded with this AI messaging, which is, again, very important for us as agents to learn technology, use technology. But the reality is, we need to actually lead with our humanity. So, what we're going to really dive into is AI and the human touch. Where is this intersection of leading with your humanity? And then where can AI sort of come behind that and help you from either saving time, streamlining communication, understanding what's happening with people's lives? So when you reach out, it's more impactful, et cetera. But the reality is, we want to demystify all this messaging around AI, quote unquote, and really lean into creating business with your humanity and allow AI to sort of back it up. So that's why you should come to this market maker event, because of the fact that this is so critical to the future of your business and what you do as a realtor.
We are so fortunate to have you and Matt on stage in a month. All right, last one. An agent watching right now, what's one thing that they can do differently tomorrow to strengthen the referral pipeline? One thing.
I'm actually going to give you one thing I want to challenge everyone listening to this to do today. And it's the easiest thing in the world. It's a 3-line text message. You're going to go to your past clients. You're going to find someone you have not talked to in a long time, and you're going to send them this exact text message. Hey, I was going through my records today. I saw your name and it brought back great memories. Hope all is well. Just send that. Don't even say anything else. That's all you need to do. And if you actually send that text message to all of your past clients today or tomorrow, you will be shocked at what happens coming back to you. And that is the most simple, basic message. And what it does, it says, hey, I saw your name and it brought back good memories, AKA you matter to me. The other thing it does is I'm not asking them for anything in return, right? And it just says, hi, I'm here. That's
so good. Dude, this is exactly what I knew it would be.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. We're going to have a great time in Boston. Make sure you guys come. It's going to be an amazing event, and I will see you soon. And
where can people find you right now? Follow you? What platforms?
Yeah, my favorite one is Instagram. So at Skye Michiels, my first name, SKYE, last name, Michiels, MICHIELS. Or you can just email me at skye@withheartcoaching.com. So that's super simple.
If you guys are looking for a coach, my business growing from solo agent to the team I have now is all because of having a coach like Skye.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
If you're looking to take your business to the next level, check this guy out.
Nice, man. Appreciate it, Todd. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah. See you, man.
Later.